Welcome back again. In this video I'm gonna start with what called super globals. So what I mean by super globals, I mean like some kind of variables or global variables, so you can get the information about the server, about the URL, so get information from URL, from the form, so anything you can access it globally. Like what? So for example, here I can write the code. Maybe you can write HTML code. Actually, we don't need PHP. Of course, in the future I will talk about HTML and we can add HTML code with it. But now also you need that, so you can here just write HTML5. That's it here, and I can go to the body. Inside body, maybe I need something like UL. For example, I will just to make a list. Inside it, I will add just some LIs. So here I need PHP code and close the PHP code. So in this way you can write a PHP inside this. So here I need just to echo. This is the first type of like a super global, which is server. Always super global in the written in this way in the capital. So I can say here to find everything. So I can say var dump here and server. So here I can just refresh. As you can see, we have many things, like for example here we have like OpenSSL, so information about SSL, MySQL home, so give you MySQL home here in the XAMPP, MySQL bin and everything. So you can know many information from that. So in order to know this information, you can for example just say here the server. So now I don't need var dump, just the server like this and like this. So here for example I need server name. So now you can find the server name here, click here. So the server name is localhost simply. Like we have another thing like HTTP host like this, and then we can see HTTP host, same thing will be localhost. I need to find like a root, document root, so like a path of the document. That's it. So the document inside T, inside XAMPP and htdocs. So simply you can find anything here. For example, we have something important which is PHP self. We will use that many times. So you can see PHP self is just the name of the file. So I need to go to this file, just like a refresh. So you can just go PHP self and you can find this. So this is called a or super global. Also a type of super global, we have post and get, and this is really very important subject. So now if I delete that, I need get. How we can find the get, which means if you need to get the information from the URL, so we can use get. Post if we want to get or find the information from the form, for example here in this example with the HTML. So first thing I'm gonna create a link, so just write a, of course href. Inside href, for example I want to just refresh, just return back to my page, so we can just write like this. So now I can just after href just go here to the self and of course close this. You can add PHP here so you can see everything. Now here I need to write like click, or for example print the name from URL. I add the name here, any variable here, for example name equal Usama. I need to get this name and print it here, for example, or here, above or below this. So it's really important because sometimes we have like a post. We need to click on the post, get the ID here, and get the details of the post. So always we need something like that. So how we can get it? By using just the get. This is as simple. So I will use the br here since we are inside HTML, so we have no problem. So I need also here PHP. And here PHP. So now I need just to print this, so I can say echo also global, super global, which is get, Now we have get, and then get what? Get, for example, name. That's it. So anything in the URL will be name equal, it will get it and printed here. So now, so here I can say something like that, exactly like it. For example, name equal like Osama, for example. So now when I click on that, it will give me name equal Osama. So here, click here, name equal Osama, something like that. And also it's been written, has been written here as well. So this is the get. So you can get something from here. It's not about just name. I mean, I can delete that without any problem. Here I can get, for example, here name, maybe here another thing like, for example, ID. So I can say something like that here. Name equal Osama, for example, and ID equal 3. Enter. So now Osama and the 3. So because I have said get ID, so just like a key value, the key is what? Like name, and the value get Osama. ID the key and value 3, and so on. So we can work in this way. Now we have another thing which is post. So now if I have a form, you know the form in PHP form action. So the action we can make it a PHP code like this. So also I need to go to the server and PHP self here, same thing. The method here will be post backslash form. Inside form I need just to create maybe one input, it's no problem because same thing. The name of this input will be something like username, anything of course. The type is just a text, that's it, is the input. And below this I need to create another input which is submit. So the type here is submit, just a button, and the name of this submit will be also sub, for example. You can write anything, and the value is maybe print, so something like that. Now you know the form here. I have the form. When I click on the submit button, I will go here to the PHP server. I mean just like a refresh, but here we have post request. So here it will not work here for the get. So I can say echo here post and the name. So what we have something inside input, anything the user will write inside the username. So I can say user name here. So anything inside username will be printed. So now I just refresh, you can see here we have undefined array key username. So here as you can see it's show undefined. I will tell you why. Because there's nothing called username now. It will happen after I just click on submit. Now this username will be applied. So now there's nothing. But now when I click here in the submit, I write something in the username and it will print it here. So here for example I can write Usama, something like that, and print. Now you can see Usama Muhammad. Here I can access it using the post. I can say here, because not every time, so I can say if, not always have like this here, because give us error. So I can say if what? If set, which means if I click submit, so the name of the submit here is what? The button name it sub, right? So if set sub, how can I access it? I can access it by post, because inside form. So sub, if I click on it, if it is clicked, so I need to echo this. Now you can see there's no problem at all. If I refresh, continue, click here, so there is no problem. Now if I write anything like for example like hello world and print, and it will print it here. So this is really very important. We will see how we can use that, how we can work with that more in the future and more advanced things. Hope you understand that, and thank you very much.